Before we go man-to-man with Jared Goff, here's a sneak peek at our Friday show. DFS lineups for week 1. At running back, we're going Mark Ingram, Chris Carson. Both of them have had 20 carries apiece.
Options at quarterback. You're priced out of Russell Wilson.
We can't afford Russell? Oh, no. What about Tommy? Can we afford Tommy? Ramsey a dog. He like to prove people wrong. He like to show off. So he's definitely going to be following Amari Cooper. If you're not following, you can't make the A-plus matchups of the week, man.
We're back with more Call to the Booth, and we have one of Aqib's former teammates with us, Jared Goff. And Jared, thank you for joining us. We've been working with Aqib, He's only put out one episode, but it looks like he has a pretty good handle of it. I'm pretty sure your time with him in the locker room, you kind of knew that he had a good talent for being in the media.
Yeah, I'm sure he's pretty quick-witted. I'm sure he's putting it together pretty quickly and able to think on his feet like he always did.
JG, what's up, baby?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on, man. It's one of my good LA friends, man. How's LA, baby?
It's good. It's good. Outside of all the COVID restrictions, everything else is good. The weather's good.
I feel that.
You know, it was a little hot last week, but it's
I saw that. I saw JJ posted something, said like 117 or something
115
crazy.
in Calabasas.
Man, that's crazy. I don't know if we had a day like that when I was out there.
Yeah, no, it was off the hook yesterday.
So how's Hard Knocks, man? All the cameras being around. I feel like I was born for that. I feel like I was born for that. I never got a chance to do it though, so I'm living through you, JG. How is it?
They would have loved you. It's fun. This year was different. I've been on it twice now. So my rookie year, there was much more cameras. I felt like there was much more involved. This year, they're splitting it between two teams.
Oh, okay.
A little bit less involved, a little bit less storyline driven, a little bit more COVID and how everyone's handling it. And, it was fun though. They did a really good job, and I thought it came out well, and were able to show some personalities pretty well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been watching, so I seen the scrimmage, right? So you got to see that AD live in effect.
Yes.
He was getting home fast, huh?
Yes, bro. I mean, you heard me say it on there, like how that play in particular. I mean, it was like a quick game play. Like I didn't even take really a drop.
Crazy.
He was on me quick. Like, and I was thinking, man, I mean, I'm damn lucky I don't got to play him, but
right.
I mean, you got to slide him every time. You got to try to find some way to chip him. You got to try to slow him down. But the man's unbelievable. And I say this every year, but I think he got better. It's hard to say that, but I think he did.
And they think it's just like a thing to say, right? But
yeah,
when we say that shit, like we really mean that shit.
He
really got better. He's even better than he was last year.
I'm not hoping he's as good as he was last year. It's like, man, I think he's gonna be better than he was last year.
That's how I did. I played the one season, and then the next year I'm like, oh my God, AD better than he was last year. So I feel you. So hey, SoFi Stadium. How you feel about that new stadium, man? Y'all gonna kick that thing off against the Cowboys? Big stadium. Is it nice?
It's amazing, man. It's really amazing, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen. The closest comparison, I guess, is Minnesota or somewhat Dallas, but it's just so much bigger than both those places. With the roof, makes it feel bigger. You get the outside breeze even at times. It's unbelievable, and not only for football, obviously it's gonna be great for us. Opening up against the Dallas Cowboys this week.
Oh,
but,
it's gonna be dope.
Concerts, they'll eventually have basketball games in there. They'll eventually have different types of events. The entertainment value is off the hook.
Oh yeah, definitely. Quick pop quiz, JG. What is SoFi?
SoFi is Southern Financial.
Oh,
yes,
there we
JG,
go.
I knew you was gonna know it because he a man who got his money right. See, if you got your money right, then you know what SoFi is. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
People who don't got their money right, they need to figure out what SoFi is. So
there you go.
There you go.
SoFi Stadium. That's what people are calling it.
SoFi, yes sir. That's a nice little name for it.
Speaking of the stadium, Jared, one of the unique things about this year, because of COVID, is not having fans in the stadium. So you got this beautiful new place you get to play football, but you won't have fans. How do you think that might impact the gameplay, not just for your team and you specifically, but across the league?
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell from the NBA, it does take a little bit of the juice out. There's a little bit of, you have to be so much more focused, I think, on what you're doing each and every down, because there is, you're going to want to look around and see what's going on because it's going to be different. You're not going to be used to it. You're not going to be used to the not having the roar go at certain times. You score a touchdown. I'm sure there won't be much of a celebration, much of a roar, but they're doing their best to implement some sound stuff as far as like decibel levels and how it's going to feel for a home team versus an away team. So we'll have to wait and see. And I'm sure throughout the season it'll get better. And I'm hopeful throughout the season that they'll be able to allow fans eventually.
You
Yeah,
know, that's interesting too, Aqib, and you can answer this one too. What's going to be interesting, there actually will be stadiums that will allow a certain capacity. I believe the Kansas City Chiefs are going to have a 22% capacity. So, you know, Aqib, how do you think that's going to be a difference? Some stadiums, no fans at all. Some stadiums with some fans.
I think just in general, the small group of people who will be there watching the game, I think it'd be good for the game. I think guys gonna really come out and play some good football, man. Because JG can attest to this. You have practice players, guys who fucking great in practice. Then they get in the game and they like a deer in the headlights. You know what I'm saying? So I think that nervous factor might be taken out of it. So it's gonna be a couple 9 or 10 guys who really emerge as stars, and you're gonna be like, where the hell this guy come from? I mean, because I'm telling you, when you get in front of 60,000, 70,000, it makes you do stuff that you normally wouldn't do. So without those fans, man, I'm expecting to see some, you know, out the blue guys, man, pop up. So I'm expecting some good football, man. I think the nerves will be gone.
Totally, I agree. I think without preseason, with that being said, like there will be some sloppiness though. Like there will be, some fumbles like you see in preseason one. There will be
Definitely.
some blown coverages like a preseason one game. But like he's saying, I totally agree. Like a lot of guys, will excel in this no fan environment.
Hell yeah.
One unit that might excel is your wide receiver group. I saw you quoted earlier saying that you wanted to get 3,000-yard receivers. How do you think they've looked so far this preseason? Obviously, Brandon Cook's no longer there, your former teammate. How have they looked so far, and how do you feel about accomplishing that goal among many that I'm sure you have for the season?
Yeah, they look great. That's always kind of been a goal of mine, is to make that happen. We were close. I mean, we were close a few years ago. We had 1,000, and then Cooper got hurt, and we had a chance at it when the year Cooper got hurt, the year we went to the Super Bowl. But that's always been a goal of mine, and this year is no different. We have 3 guys who are established and have played a lot, and Josh Reynolds, Robert Woods, and Cooper Kupp, and then the kid we drafted, Van Jefferson's special. He's a really good player and can do a lot of things. And then at tight end, Gerald Everett and Tyler Higbee can also do a lot of things. So I'm hoping 3 of those 6 guys can make it work, and we can get that 1,000-yard year. And I don't think it's happened since 2008. So it'd be a goal of mine.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll happen, man. Just me personally, knowing how this offense is ran, knowing the guys who in the offense, like personally, I think, man, the Rams going to do some big things this year, man. Just that well-oiled machine of an offense that you guys got over there, man. It's a plug-in.
Starts rolling. Rolling. Stop.
Man, once that things get rolling, it's hard for people to stop it. And I think with no offseason, this season is going to be about who got the best leaders on their team, who got the best leaders in-house, and who got them well-oiled machines that just get the rolling. You know what I'm saying? I think the leadership in LA and that machine over there is ready to go, man. So I'm looking forward to it, JG. Honestly, man, I'm looking forward to it. I think y'all got something going. Y'all gonna do some big things this year.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Wish we had you for a few more, but we'll have to make it work without you.
Hey, I'm an old man, JG. I'm gonna come to SoFi. I'm gonna give me a suite, my own damn suite.
There you go.
I'm gonna check you out, JG, like this.
There you go. I love it.
I'm gonna come watch you, baby.
I love it.
Hey, Aqib, as a part of the media now, you're going to be asked for division predictions, and you're going to be asked to keep it real.
Yeah.
Tough division in the NFC West. Russell
is.
Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously, the 49ers just came back from the Super Bowl. Obviously, you have the Arizona Cardinals with Kyler Murray in his second year. How would you evaluate the NFC West? And yes, Jared is here, but we are still going to ask you to be as honest as possible. And Jared, if you could give your response to his answer.
It's a tough division, like you said. It's a tough division with the Cardinals even improving, man. And I think they're gonna have a pretty good defense this year. And hop to the equation. It's one of the better divisions in football. I say probably the best division in the NFC. The winners, I'm riding with the Rams, man. It's tough to have the same type of season that you had last year. So I expect a small fall off from San Fran, man, some type of fall off, whatever it is. And this offseason is crazy, man. It's going to have a lot to do with the season. And like I said, man, just the guys who can hop in and do the same thing we was doing last year, a couple new bodies, I think they're going to be super successful, man. So I'm riding with the Rams, baby.
Yeah, thanks, Aqib. I appreciate it. It is a tough division, but
from the heart too. From the heart too, JG.
I appreciate that, man. Every year, you come in and the division seems to get tougher every year, and it's never been an easy division. Every time you play the Seahawks, it's always tough. Every time you play the Niners, it's always tough. You go down to Arizona, it's tough games. I mean, they're good teams, so it's always tough. Yeah, and there are a team that went to the Super Bowl last year, but we did that 2 years ago, and
Right.
it goes up and down. But we got all the confidence in the world in ourselves, and it's actually nice to have some people doubting you for the first time in a few years and have that feeling again, have that little burn in your stomach and ready to get after it.
That's it right there. We did that, JG. You know what I'm saying? We did that, man.
That's right.
And best team in the NFC. Now we wish it was one of these.
One more.
But we still was the best team in the
flex.
But we still was the best team in the NFC. So
I gotta get me one of those. I gotta get me one of those.
You're gonna get one, man. Sean McVay, he a mad scientist. He know how to beat San Fran. So you're gonna get one.
Jared, so one of the things that we're going to have to do with Aqib now that he's officially retired, we're going to have to, hopefully maybe you're thinking about getting him some type of retirement gift or something along those lines. And because Aqib just referenced that NFC championship ring, you might want to hook him up with something like this.
Hey, JG, what was you looking at right here, though, JG?
The Richard Millie.
Richard Millie, baby. He remember.
he had a fake one on, though. I was making sure it was real. I was making sure it was real diamonds. It was. You could see me right there. I was examining it, making sure it was real. You see him looking at me.
He checked it out. I had the matching yellow band on it. You know what I'm saying? He checked it out. I dropped his jaw.
Yeah.
Dropped his jaws, man. Hey, it was crazy.
That thing was real. I can attest. It was real.
Obviously, we know a lot's going on right now in our world, Jared, between social justice and COVID-19. You recently picked up an initiative here in Los Angeles with the Inglewood School District. Shout out to you for doing that. And for those who are listening or watching, can you tell them your level of involvement there? And then Aqib, I guess you can follow up from there. Yeah,
it's something that I've had on my mind for a long time, doing something like this with Inglewood specifically, probably for a year or two now. And it's funny that Keeps here. It was actually something I had talked about with Marcus a long time ago when he was on our team. But it's something that I've always wanted to do, is to give back. And obviously with everything that's gone on this offseason, you see the inequities and the lack of equality in some of these communities that, I was, fortunate to grow up in an area that didn't have that. And I'm able to recognize that and be like, okay, I want to fix this too. I want to do my best to fix this and give back. And that's, part of why I'm doing it. I think there's a lot of stuff that I can have an impact on in the Inglewood School District. And right now we're selling my merch, and I'm matching all the donations and matching all the proceeds. But by no means is this like a one-year thing. It's a partnership that I'm excited about for many years to come, and hopefully can make a long-lasting impact for some of these kids.
That's definitely dope, JG. But throughout the NFL, man, not just JG, man, it's a ton of guys doing stuff to help, man. So we definitely appreciate everything. I'm in Dallas. I'm here running it in my community, man. Same type of stuff, man. So we always trying to give back to these kids. I got a bunch of kids running around in the gym right now. We in the studio, but they in the gym right now getting it in. So, man, we helping letting them know the kind of stuff that football can bring to your life, man. Just, trying to get kids to want to go to school, want to go to college, want to be successful. So everybody doing around the league, man, hopefully we get our hands around this thing, man, because shit is crazy right now.
Yep. And that's your legacy beyond football, right?
Hell yeah.
Maybe more important
in the city.
To some extent.
In the city. We got to leave that legacy in the city, baby.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Got to salute all the athletes who are being more than athletes and understand that they're more than that. They're role models as well. So, JG, shout out to you. Good luck this season. We'll check in hopefully with you midway through the year. We'll see if Aqib's prediction goes right. Hopefully you get those 1,000-yard receivers, and maybe I'll have to put one of those on my fantasy team or something like that.
Aqib's got the crystal ball. You're going to see it this year. I appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir. What's good? Aqib Talib here. And now, I used to strap your favorite fantasy football player every week and win my matchup. Now, this year, I'm going to break down the game tape so you can win your matchup every week. And all you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get the in-depth analysis first. And while you at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter @CallToTheBooth.